You light Ted listener out there, that's right. While you're listening to this, it's going to be fun. But as soon as you're done, you want to stay easy. Go to KeystoneTech.com. That's KeystoneTech.com. Hey, what's up, Greg?
Hey, here we are. One thing that we've talked about before, but now it's time to get real about it and say, all right, how are we actually going to do this when the LED burns out?
Ooh.
That's what it's all about. What happens when the LED burns out? Obviously, it depends on the application, depends on the fixture, depends on a lot of things. So I think the answer is it depends. But to generalize it to some degree, what do? You almost have to paint different scenarios to figure it out. But I mean, let's take a screw-in light bulb or a plug-in light bulb. Yeah, you change it to the newer version, right?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have much anything noticeable about doing a replacement bulb. The color should be relatively similar. The light output should be similar. The look of it might be different, but it's usually hidden behind a fixture, right? So replacement bulbs, we're not worried about. We've already talked about that.
People have been replacing light bulbs since light bulbs.
That's what we do.
Yep.
Now, purpose-built, that's where we got to really decide what to do. So if you've got a purpose-built fixture with LED chips in it and a driver, what do? Do you throw out the whole fixture, or do you try to update and maintain it? And I can tell you that from my experience that it seems like the easier play is to replace it, because once you dive into what could go wrong with an LED, that can cause 2 to 3 different trips from an electrician or from an installer or whatever the case might be. Or you have to order all this stuff, and then you have to do all these returns, and it just ends up being more headache than it's worth oftentimes.
It's a 2-stop requirement.
Easily 2-stop, if not sometimes 3. Like, oh, I brought the driver with me, and the driver didn't do it. Okay, I got the driver. I got the wrong driver. It doesn't fit. Down the line, because as we've talked about, nothing's uniform, and everybody does it a little different. So, to me, I'm almost at the point of when it's a burnt out, purpose-built fixture, replace the whole thing. It sucks, but I don't know what else to do. I mean, I think trying to Mickey Mouse it together with all the pieces and components that you can't find any longer is not worth it. If it's warranty, that's one thing, sure. But, nothing pisses me off more than a warranted fixture when they send you the driver and assume it's a driver and it's not the driver, and then they send you the fixture, then you go back and do it. So again, back to your 2-stop requirement. But at this point, where I'm at is a purpose-built fixture, replace it. The whole thing.
Nasty.
Where are you at?
You mean in my mind, or what happens in the field?
Let's go both.
Okay, so what happens in the field is you just change the fixture. Nobody has time for that nonsense. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, people do though, and they attempt to, and that's what bothers me.
That's because they're just getting into the year of the warranty pig themselves. That's when they started off like they think, oh yeah, it's got to be a driver. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, half the erased. We got a problem here, Houston. Right? Nothing seems to be replaceable on this thing. We have no idea how this actually works. In the past, we knew about ballasts, we knew about lamps, we knew about sockets. We kind of knew the 3 points of failure, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know what it is? It's that quick disconnect. Oh, that's new, right? Oh, it's new. The quick disconnect is not working. We need to change that because it got fried and you couldn't see it. Oh, I smelled it. It's this. Right now, nobody has any idea what's going on with these LED fixtures. No idea. And nobody wants to figure out. And the least people that care is electricians. They're the ones that care. The last thing that electrician wants to do is start monkeying around with some stupid LED light fixture from 2015.
Right.
Doesn't even look like this anymore.
Yeah, and that's the other point is, I know you're going to finish answering, but as I'm thinking about it too, is the look totally can change and does change in the purpose built.
The screw is a half-inch higher.
Or the lens is different, or the shape is different, or whatever it might be. But what do you do in that case, then if you have 20 fixtures and you're replacing one of them, you just tell the customer, sorry, you're going to live with it. You can replace them all. I mean, if it's a warranty situation, it's sorry, you can live with it. If it's a out of warranty period, it's almost try to find something else that this new fixture can do that the old one couldn't do, and then sell them all. Whether it be more efficient and there's potential of LED to LED rebates or whatever to help pay for it. Maybe
That's a little cocoa for Cocoa Puffs.
I agree, but it's out there. So that's really where the big problem is with this strategy.
The big problem is that there's no leadership
To tell us what to do. So we're all stuck scrambling, trying to figure out what to do.
There's no leadership, man. I mean, Johnny come lately in the lighting marauders and the Silicon Valley crowd with their disruption and creative destruction and all their fancy words screwed up the whole industry.
Mm-hmm.
End of the story. And then consortiums.
So we're here.
And consortiums came along and made all the rules and all these consortiums.
Yep.
Consortiums, like a consortium. What the definition of consortium means? Like a group of people that know nothing, or that group of people that buy platitudes. What is it? I mean, it's time for people to stand up and say, look, we need a do-over. Okay? As an industry, we need a do-over.
Uh-huh.
We need to do it over. What do you mean? Well, kind of everything we did kind of sucks, actually. It's a big screw-up. The great screw-up. And we need to fire Johnny Come Lately and the Lighting Marauders because their band sucks.
I don't like their music.
No, the sound of that shit. They're a one-hit wonder. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. And no more consortiums. I'm taking shots at people here, but they're not on. It's not unjustified, Greg Eric.
No, I'm with you, and you kind of hit on a point there that maybe it is. Once you get it right, first get it right. I don't know that we're at the point where we're getting it right until we can make everything uniform and replaceable and all that. So let's, as an industry, get that right, and then let's do it over.
Yeah, let's get some leadership.
Yeah.
Let's get some. Like, people are moving now into the health effects full bore. Like, we just burned everything else down. We just burned the old business to the ground. Now we're selling healthy, right? Yes. What? And we're gonna have incentives from the utility. I thought it was about not building power plants. Nah, that was all a scam anyway. Right?
Got the funds. Got to spend them somehow.
Ooh.
Find a way.
How about close yourself down? Do the right thing. Let the industry get things figured out before you start telling people what to do. Because it's a big screw up. And nobody, I know a hell of a lot about lighting. So do you. But I'm not talking about theory. I'm not talking about any theories. I'm talking about real light bulbs in the field. It's a disaster. For so many different reasons. You screwed over everybody. Everybody trusted you because with your creative destruction and everyone's an idiot and we're doing it for the environment and all the other nonsense, it's time to fess up. Put your hand up. With the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Well, I got a finger on both hands up, actually. Okay? I know a lot about lighting, and this is a screw up. Big time. Period. And I'm not talking about the letters beside my name. I'm talking about hours in the field. Keep it easy. Yeah. Keep it easy. Light made easy. Got to go to KEYSTONETECH.com, baby. That's KeystoneTech.com. Easy, folks. Stay easy.